Hello and welcome to Championship Sunday here at the Billings Hotel and Convention Center. This is day 2 of the Montana State Poker Championship. We finished after 2 flights with a record-breaking 318 total entries. 64 players came back for day 2. We played 3 40-minute levels already today, and we are kicking off the live stream. At the start of level 19, we are down to 30 players remaining. We're in the money.
In the second chance tournament, 300, 500 for your blinds.
Once again, in the money here for day 2. 30 players remaining. Everybody's got $815 locked up. And everybody's got their sights set on the first place prize of $27,045. This this feature table group is highlighted by the only remaining past Montana State poker champion in the field. That is Kevin Ellis. He was our champion 5 years ago. And no surprise that the chip leader of this table is Roger Oldmouse. He came into day 2 with a whopping $920,000. He brings over $1.4 million to this feature table. Him and Kevin, the top 2 stacks. Ilyas Malik with a real nice looking $710,000. Rounded out by Paul Spittler, Jason Zeltinger, Nathan Allen, Lisa Wright, and Jamie Spagnolo. With just 3 big blinds looking to spin that up in a hurry. There was just an all-in at the buzzer before we went on break. Lisa Wright, her pocket sixes, ended up making a set against Jamie. She doubled up. Yeah. Sure. Okay. So here we go, kicking things off. Paul Spittler, he just busted Johnny Lopez in 34th place in a sizable pot right before the break as well. You've got Keith Lauder III coming at you live from the booth to start things off today. Happy to be here. We got through the madness, the early madness of day 2, the bust-outs. Second chance tournament is rocking and rolling. I believe 6 tables rolling for that. It's very busy out there. 4 tables remaining in the main event. Once again, down to 30 players. Somebody taking home $27,045 and shooting way up to the top of the Montana Player of the Year leaderboard. The leader going in was Rob Hyam. He was our champion just 4 weeks ago today. Spring Poker Showdown. He was eliminated on day 2 short of the money. So there will be a new points leader one way or another, whoever takes this thing down later tonight. Very exciting stuff. If you didn't know already, there's a $5,000 prize package up for grabs for the Montana Player of the Year. First time doing a separate leaderboard. Still the $5,000 prize package as well to our North Dakota Player of the Year. Several players in contention for that early on. And every Montana tournament, very special, very important to that leaderboard because there are significantly less events on the Montana season than there are in North Dakota. So if you're able to win one of these big ones, you've got a great shot at becoming the Montana Player of the Year. We are playing 10K, 20K with a 20K big blind ante, so price of poker has definitely gone up. Every hand very crucial as these players are approaching the final 3 tables, 27 remaining. 3 players to a flop. Wow. King, 10, Jack, 2 spades, kings and 10s for Kevin. Top pair, kings with a 4 kicker and a flush draw there for Jason. And Ilias open-ended on the flop. Now he picks up a heart flush draw. So let's see what happens on this turn. Things are getting a little scary for Kevin's 2-pair. He's going to fire a bet there of $70K. And Jason, all in. Top pair and the spade flush draw. Ilias all of a sudden loved that turn, and now it just got very expensive for him. He's still got Kevin behind, who's got him covered. Pretty gross spot.
With king, queen of clubs. He's going to need a little bit of help here. He's up against water bottle Scott's ace, queen. Flop comes king, 6, 8, 2 clubs. That's the best flop he can ask for. He's just got to avoid the ace of diamonds or ace of spades. Turn is a 6. Deuce on the river.
So big decision here for Ilias Malik. He's got the open-ender. He's got the heart flush draw. He's got $640K behind. Very big decision for him. Does he want to gamble? He's still got Kevin Ellis behind him. Kevin's got a very healthy stack as well. So Ilias deep into the tank here. Open-ended straight draw. Queen high flush draw. Jason had moved all in with king 4 of spades. Top pair, which is no good as we see. He can only hit a spade. A jack would chop it as it stands. But Ilias Malik with the queen 3 of hearts. Huge decision. He is perplexed on what to do here. He makes the fold. So back to Kevin. The flush is not there yet. There is a possible straight. Things are concerning for him. He's got kings and tens. We can see here at home he's in great shape. Would just need to fade a spade to lose it, or a jack to chop it. So huge decision here for Kevin Ellis, the 2018 Montana State Poker Champion. Pretty tough spot indeed. A lot of chips in the middle. He knows there are several hands out there that could be crushing the king 10 at the moment. This would be a huge fold. And this would be a huge call were he to make it for a chance at a monster chip stack. Deep into the tank. Ilias Malik was deep into the tank, so this hand, this one is a long one. Huge implications for sure. Jason Zeltinger holding his breath. What will Kevin Ellis do? $360,000 to call. He's got $850. He does slide in the call. He's going to be happy to see he's up against king 4 of spades. He can only lose it with a spade. A jack would chop it. Here we go to the river. Almost 1 million chips in the middle. 5 of hearts. Safe card for Kevin Ellis. Huge pot to bust Jason Zeltinger. That play just about worked. It got through Ilias, who would have made a heart flush on the river. And it almost got through Kevin. He makes a tough call. And he's got a huge chip stack now. his quest to become the only two-time Montana State poker champion very much alive. Wow. So, guys, thanks for joining us once again. We're on a 15-minute delay here. Championship Sunday. Make sure to like and share. Stick with us here. Stay tuned all day long. We're going to be with you live all the way until we crown our newest Montana State poker champion. Somebody is leaving this ballroom $27,045 richer here this evening. Here we go, right back to it. Hand number 4. Roger Oldmouse came in as the day 2 chip leader. Things have been going well for him. He's up to $1.5 million. One of the biggest stacks in the room. Kevin is up there with him right at $1.5 million as well. They very well could be the 2 chip leaders. I know Rick Burleson from Rapid City, South Dakota. He had a huge double knockout early on in day 2, cracking pocket aces with a 10 on the river. He's got well over $1 million out there. A lot of tough players with a lot of chips left in this thing. Lisa Wright on the short stack. She's from Riverton, Wyoming. She loves coming up and playing RPT events, and we love to have her. We are working on getting into Wind River Casino and Resort. That is in Riverton, Wyoming. RPT would love to take over the Wyoming State Poker Championship. Sounds like it hasn't happened in a few years. Things have changed in the casino, but we are trying our best to get in there. So stay tuned for any and all updates on future tournaments. We'll keep you posted as soon as we know anything on our Facebook page and our website. If we do get into Wyoming, that would be hopefully later this year, and that tournament would be on the Montana leaderboard. Huge, huge points, huge money up for grabs. We can make that thing happen. So stay tuned. Ilias limping the King Jack of Hearts. Nathan Allen completes with pocket 4s, and Paul checks his option. Wow. Flop comes 8-6-5, 2 pair for Paul. Nathan's got a gut shot straight draw. He could also hit a 4. Ilias left with King Jack high. No hearts. So Paul flopping 2 pair bets, 40,000, and that is going to quickly get the job done for the pot. So once again, if you didn't know, this tournament, 318 entries, largest prize pool ever in the state of Montana. $120,840 prize pool. $27,045, the second biggest first place prize here. 2 years ago, Fast Eddie Jones, he won the Montana State Poker Championship for $27,910. So this one, about $800 and change shy, but still a huge payout. $27,045. Ilyas Malik laying in the weeds, limps in with pocket queens in the hijack. That's going to get a raise from Kevin to $85,000 with the ace-5 of diamonds. It's going to fold around, and we'll see how Ilyas wants to play when it comes back to him. And he's just going to make the call. Still very disguised, these pocket queens are for Ilyas. We'll see if Kevin can find an ace or some diamonds here on the flop. Wow, ace, 7, deuce, 1 diamond. Kevin smashes it, and now Ilyas is reaching for chips on this very dangerous flop. He's going to bet a small bet, $45,000.
Corey Kirby's got aces. He's all in on the turn, but he has to bait a lot of cards on the river, like a queen or a jack or a
Kevin just calls.
Queen on the river to make trip queens. Holy moly, table 4, do not deal another hand.
Wow. Just heard Corey Kirby, aces cracked on an outer table with 1 card to come. We're down to 27 players now, as Ilyas Malik going to bet once again. He picks up a flush draw with his pocket queens. Kevin still out in front.
You can already get coffee. Just saying. What do you say, that's 6 Starbucks coffees?
So how is Kevin going to play this one?
Oh, see that. Then it's the movies and coffee. Our kids are all grown. They don't get it anymore.
Yeah, a lot of things going through Kevin's mind. Did he bet the flop with a flush draw? Did he bet the flop with a 7 and get there? He's going to show him his ace. He's got some major kicker troubles. And Ilyas going to make pocket queens work. We saw he was in big trouble with 1 card to come, but the aggression pays. Kevin does not want to give him a courtesy double up. He thought he could have been in some big trouble there. He's going to hold on to those newly found chips. Nice hand there for Ilyas Malik, scooping that pot. Table 4 just broke, down to 27 players for the Montana State Poker Championship. So Jamie Spagnolo all in the big blind. So Jamie all in. Is anybody going to find anything? It looks like he's only got 25K remaining. Just getting some players filtered in here from the broken table 4. We'll get back to the action here ASAP. Paul Spittler's got Queen Jack. He limps the button. Roger Oldmouse folds. And is Jamie going to be all in here from the big blind? Looks like he's got a Lavender 25K sitting behind here.
Blinds are up in the second chance tournament now. 300, 600. 3-6 are your blinds. This is a start at level 6. Once again, re-entry, late entry, open through level 9 in the second chance tournament. 300, 600 for your blinds.
So, Jamie desperately looking to hit this flop. But it comes ace, jack, deuce. That is middle pair for Paul Spittler. Jamie checks. Ilias with the gut shot, straight draw. He bets 20K. Paul calls for 20. And Jamie going to get out of there and live to see at least one more hand. Turn is a 6. Paul still out in front. Ilias can only catch a king. We just saw the aggression pay off from him last hand. He's going to try it one more time with just the queen high, gut shot, straight draw. 20K, I don't think Paul is going anywhere, and he does make the call. Can he find a Montana cowboy on this river? He cannot. Deuce of hearts. Will he find the triple barrel? Looks like he is reaching. He knows queen high is not going to be any good. But if he keeps the sizing pretty small, I think he's going to get called. Let's see what he chose. 55,000, okay. So this river card brings backdoor hearts. Paul is chopping with all other jacks now and losing to aces. So Ilias Malik, well-timed aggression, back-to-back hands. And he is showing his chops early on this feature table. John Bailey there just moved into the 1 seat. He just had a huge cash at the WSOP Seniors event this past World Series of Poker. He is no stranger to making a deep run here in the RPT Billings tournaments. He has made plenty of final 2 tables, I think some final tables as well. Looking for his first signature RPT win. Could today be the day? We'll find out. We're going to get his chip stack verified. So we are live now on Facebook. About 30 live viewers right now, guys. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Paul Spittler, King Jack of Diamonds in the cutoff. He's going to raise it up. 2.5 times the big blind. 50,000 is the bet. And Jamie with the king 4. He's all in. Lisa folding from the big blind. So here we go. Jamie's tournament life on the line, looking for some sailboats in a hurry. Jack 6, deuce, all spades. Nobody's got a spade. He needs a 4 or runners to make a straight. Turn is a 3. He needs a 4 or 5. Excuse me, can't catch a 4, can only catch a 5. King on the river. Kings and jacks for Paul. That'll do it for Jamie Spagnolo. Could not run up this short stack. Pot over to Paul Spittler.
Can't nail it. Would have been nice, you know. if he'd just called.
25 or 26 players remaining in the 2023 Montana State Poker Championship. Record-breaking 318 entries over the course of 2 flights. $27,045 up for grabs here today. If you couldn't make it out this weekend, we will be back in July for the first ever $625 high roller right back here at the Billings Hotel and Convention Center. That is July 21st, 22nd, and 23rd this summer. Check out the Facebook page and website, roughriderpokertour.com, for complete details on that. As for next weekend, we had dual event action, but now we are down to just the one weekend. That is 3 tournaments in 3 days at the Bismarck Moose Lodge, Bismarck, North Dakota. Come on down. It'll be a great time. Couple weekends left, and then we will be on a somewhat shortened summer break. We've got a few tournaments scheduled in the summer, but they are kind of spread apart. A couple weeks off here and there, but we've got plenty of tournaments on the slate. We book all the way up to a year out, so check out the website. Anything in your area. Hopefully you can find something to come play some RPT events. John Bailey, he raised it up with the Queen 9 of spades. Looks like Lisa Wright found ace queen in the small blind and moved all in. I think John is going to be committed here, and Lisa going to be in good shape to find about her 4th or 5th double up of the day. Let's see if she can still run pure here when it counts. Ace queen for Lisa. Queen 9 of spades for John Bailey. Let's see what happens. Flop comes Jack 10-4, open ender for John. He can't catch a king. He catches an 8 to make a straight. Lisa needs a king. Can't be a spade, and it's a deuce of clubs. So Lisa Wright was running great out there during those all-ins, and finally the ace queen cannot hold against Jonathan Bailey's Queen 9 of spades. Turns a straight. And that is the end of Riverton, Wyoming's Lisa. Love seeing her. Hopefully see you back here soon. Pot over to Billings, Montana's own Jonathan Bailey.
Hey, I play worse cards than that. Yours were suited. Yeah.
So let us know in the comments where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. We'll give them a shout out. We're going to be coming at you live all day long until we crown ourselves the Montana State Poker Champion. $27,045 up for grabs. Tom Tyler in the cutoff, pocket 8s. He makes it $50,000. He's one of the 3 players who won a free roll seat thanks to the locker room here in Billings. Won a free roll into the Super Satellite. I'm not sure if he won that bullet or if he had to fire again, but he is here. He is in the money. Tom Tyler, he's got a chance to become Montana State Poker Champion. Unfortunately, he's only got a 3% chance to win this hand. He needs an 8 on the river. 4 of diamonds, so Ilias He's been winning pots with the best hand. He's been winning pots without the best hand. This time he's got it. And let's see if Tom is a non-believer. He is going to make a good laydown and live to see another day with his $380,000. Still plenty to work with. 19 big blinds for Tom Tyler. Roger Oldmouse was one of the 5 players who was able to find a double bag. Double bags were good for an $815 min cash, and the larger stack got put out into play here for day 2. So he's free rolling, and he's got a chance at a lot of money with a big chip stack. Could this be the signature win for Roger Oldmouse? We'll find out, folks. Nathan Allen under the gun on the short stack. He's looking down at pocket 8s. He is all in for his last $130,000.
I say so. What is going on? You watch yourself.
Gonna fold around to the blinds. Nobody interested there. Nathan Allen picks up $50K back to 220. And action is fast and furious out there. Just got the report. We are down to 22 players. 22 remaining. It will be a 9-handed final table here on this feature table live stream. So action is moving quickly here on Championship Sunday. We hit the money with 36 players. Hand for hand lasted about 4 or 5 hands. Unfortunately for one of our favorites, Scott Mindreau, he was one of the double baggers. He got it in with aces versus queens. Queens flopped a set on him, and he was our stone cold bubble. But he did take home $815 for his double bag finish, so nice run for Scott. I think he is in the second chance tournament. Good luck to him in that thing. Under the gun, Paul Spittler, ace-jack. Roger Oldmouse, jack-8 of diamonds. He flops a gut shot, straight flush draw. Paul left with ace-high. Roger going to bet $50,000. And Paul going to give it up, so Roger makes that straight flush draw bet work. No need to see any more cards for him. On to the next one. Folding around. Nobody picking up much of anything here. Jonathan Bailey, ace 3 of spades on the button. He is going to raise it up, it looks like. 60,000. Just Paul Spittler left in the big blind. He's got king 6 offsuit, and he is out of there as well. So thanks again, everybody, for watching, and thanks for coming out this weekend, this record-breaking weekend here in Billings. We're going to crown the 2023 Montana State Poker Champion later tonight. Somebody's going to win the Second Chance Tournament. And back home, Trailer B, we are at Old Town Tavern in Mandan. That thing is rocking and rolling. Looks like 4 or 5 tables. Congratulations to Justin Olson for Minot. He won last night our tournament in Mercer, North Dakota. Nice win for him, multiple-time champion. Definitely a fan favorite on the tour. So 3 more champions will be crowned here tonight. 2 in Billings and 1 back home in Mandan. Kevin in the hijack raises to 65,000 with king 3 of hearts. John Bailey, pocket 5s. He makes the call. Here we go, heads up. Jack 8-6, all hearts. Kevin Ellis flopping a heart flush. Jonathan Bailey, 3%. He would need runners. Let's see how this one plays out. So Kevin going to continue the story. He's going to bet 80,000. We'll see if John is a non-believer here, if he's got other intentions, like trying to put a raise in and find out if Kevin really does have a hand and hit that flop. Or will his intuitions kick in and those 2-5s sail into the muck here? We'll see. Yeah, good fold for John Bailey. Kevin gonna smile there. He knows he got off the hook. Flopping a flush, nice hand. On to the next one. Folding around to Paul Spittler, Jack 9 offsuit on the button. See if he wants to go for a little blind stealing operation. He's going to raise it to 55K, but Tom Tyler finds ace king of diamonds in the big blind, and he's going to 3-bet it to 145. Quick fold there from Paul. Nice pickup for Tom Tyler.
Well, then his little pair is going to get there. That probably
Second chance tournament, finish the hand you are on. This is a 15-minute break, second chance tournament.
Kevin Ellis under the gun, ace deuce of hearts. He makes it 70K, and Nathan Allen in the hijack and on the short stack finds pocket kings. He is all in. We'll see if Kevin is going to be committed enough to make the call here for another 100,000. Paul Spittler still holding a couple cards, as is Roger. Wow. And Ilias finds pocket tens in the big blind. 960K. Nathan on the short stack for 170. Ilias makes the call. So Kevin Ellis getting good odds here, closing the action. Another 100K to him with a chance to bust a player, Nathan Allen. Let's see how he wants to proceed. He's going to make a good laydown. Tens for Ilias. Nathan a chance to get up to 440K if his kings can hold. Here we go, 7-5-4. King on the turn. Lock it up for Nathan Allen. River card, irrelevant. 4 of clubs, full house. Kevin wouldn't have made anything with the ace deuce. So Nathan Allen right back in this thing. 22 big blinds, 440,000 as his Cowboys stand up tall. Good for the double up and change. Ilias still sitting just fine with 810,000. That's the first hit I think we've seen him take so far on this feature table. Under the gun, Jonathan Bailey looking down at 2 aces and just open jams? Is that what just happened here? No, he's just going to put in for a raise.
Blinds are up. Got 145. Jerry, blinds up.
Increase the blinds. Next hand. 15,000, 30,000.
He makes it 40K under the gun with pocket aces. Is anybody going to pick up anything to combat him here? So far, nothing for anyone. Kevin in the big blind looks down at pocket threes. Just 20K more to go set hunting for a 3. Let's see if he wants to do just that. He does indeed. If he can find a 3 here, this could be a monster pot. Queen, Jack, 9. A scary flop anyways for John Bailey, but Kevin probably not going to commit any chips to this pot. Check, bet, fold, on to the next one. John Bailey probably holding his breath that Kevin didn't smash that Queen, Jack, 9 flop. He's happy to see a snap fold. Right around 50 live viewers right now on Facebook. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and share. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. John Bailey fans. Pat Brunel, he is out in the field. Ricky Burleson. Rick Burleson from Rapid City, he's got a big stack out there as well. Back to it here on this feature table. Here we go, heads up. Dealer on big blind action. Jack 4 versus 8 deuce. The flop comes squadouche. Nothing for either player. We've seen Ilias take down some pots with his aggression. This one's going to go check to the ace of clubs on the turn. And John Bailey, sensing a little weakness, going to take a stab with the 8 deuce. And that's good for the pot. There are our updated chip counts. 3 players over 1 million now. John Bailey in the 1 million chip club, joining Roger Oldmouse and Kevin Ellis. Ilias Malik still up there with 770K. Paul Spittler, Nathan Allen, Tom Tyler rounding us out. Still 16, 14, and 14 big blinds. Plenty of poker to be played for these guys. We'll see if they can run it back up. Tom Tyler in the hijack makes it 60K with the King 8 of clubs. So thank you, Jessica Kendall. Another great down in the box here on the feature table. And Melissa Theory, she is in there for the first time today. Folds to Nathan Allen. He's going to ship it from the small blind with King 5. What is Paul Spittler going to wake up with in the big? Not quite going to do it with the 7 deuce offsuit. Nathan going to pick up those chips. He's at 440K. Thanks again to our sponsors for helping make this weekend possible, bringing this live stream. Billings Hotel and Convention Center, Wicked Diesel Auto Specialist, as well as Northwest Construction. Irvin Metler, thank you. We appreciate your sponsorship and support.
Flop comes deuce, 8-3, all spades. That's a great flop. He's got to avoid a king or a jack, but if it's a spade, he'll make a flush. Turns a 4, so he's just got to avoid a king or a jack, non-spade. 5 of spades, Casey Carter doubling up with the flush, keeping us at 20.
20 players remaining, I just heard on an outer table, as Casey Carter found the double up. He's fresh off a final table just 4 weeks ago today for the Spring Poker Showdown. He's looking to repeat that performance here for the Montana State Poker Championship. 4 players going to see this flop. Ace, Jack, 8, 2 diamonds. Double gut shot straight draw for Roger. Middle pair for Ilias. A gut shot to Broadway for Kevin Ellis. Paul Spittler left with 10 high. So 50K is the bet from Roger with that double gutter. Ilias, second pair out in front. He makes the call. And Kevin and Paul going to get out of the way. So here we go to a turn. A king would be disastrous. Make a straight and would also make 2 pair. But it's a 5 of diamonds. So Roger adds a queen high flush draw along with his outs already. Ilias has a jack high flush draw. We can see it's no good if a diamond hits. Wow, 4 of diamonds. Second nut flush versus third nut flush. Roger bets 50 and Ilias just makes the call. Roger shows him the queen of diamonds. And he is going to pick up a nice pot to get up to 1.8 million. Ilias knocked down to 590K as we are now playing level 20, 15K, 30K, 30K big blind ante. Jeff Gabb says Triple T all the way, cheering for Tom Tyler. And Jim Bowman says, missed you at Mercer, could have cheered me on to victory, Jim. Sorry I wasn't there to support you. Nice run, second place. I'm sure you'll get that RPT plaque once again very soon. At least you're not lost to a nice guy, Justin Olson. They don't get much nicer than him. So 20 players remaining. I believe we've hit a couple pay jumps so far. Let's see what these players are guaranteed at the moment. $1,220 they've got locked up. Next pay jump is going to be at 18th place. And some monster jumps once we hit this final 9 players, of course. All the way up to 27,045. Kevin Ellis, 9-6 of clubs. He flops open-ended. Tom Tyler flops top pair, top kicker. This one could get interesting. Wow, bet and call. And Kevin turns the best hand now with a 9. Triple T, Tom Tyler going to fire once again. And he's in deep trouble. We'll see if Kevin makes the call, possibly wants to put him all in. I definitely don't see Kevin folding after hitting top pair here on the turn. Let's see how he decides to play this hand now. He made a tough call with 2 pair kings and 10s right away on this feature table to pick up a monster pot and knock out a player. And he's going to just make the call here for 150. He's going to leave Tom some rope if he wants to fire again. 3 of diamonds. Quick all in from Tom Tyler. And Kevin, he is not called yet. He is not folded yet. Definitely not a snap call if you think Tom is betting with a value hand. 9-6 turns into just top pair. No kicker. Tons of chips in the middle. Will be a million chip pot if Kevin were to commit that 180K call. Triple T Tom Tyler. We'll see if he can get away with this one or if Kevin can catch him speeding here. He's going to do a little inventory check. Rightfully so. Big pot up for grabs. Kevin trying to figure this one out. Triple T, Tom Tyler.
400, 800, 800.
He might think he's got the best hand. Top pair, top kicker on the flop.
488 with 800.
Hard to see that coming, that Kevin hits a 9 on the turn. He was open-ended, as we could see. Especially with Kevin in the tank, he is feeling more and more comfortable with that ace-8. Kevin, another big decision. As we can see, all he has to do is say the magical words, and he is going to have himself a very healthy chip stack here. Has it started? Oh, no, I haven't. Wow. Wow. Wow, Kevin Ellis makes the fold, and Triple T Tom Tyler, he gets away with one. Wow. He showed confidence that whole hand through. Kevin Ellis gave him the credit for a better hand, and he is scooping those chips. Kevin still plenty to work with, of course, but that could have been the end of Tom Tyler. Wow.
Did you? See my eyes water? Did you see me pee my pants? I really didn't want that call.
Wow, so here we go on to the next one. Nice play from Tom Tyler. He is right back in this thing. He gets Kevin to fold the best hand on the river. Folds to Roger Old Mouse. On the button, he's got ace-10. So Ilias makes the call with Jack-4. Flop comes Jack-9-6. He makes top pair. He's going to double check. He's got the Robbie, the Jack-4 offsuit. He is going to bet it. He bets 40K. Roger with the ace high, going to make the call. Turn is a 7. Roger can catch an ace or an 8 to make the best hand here. Ilias going to bet once again for 40K. He's playing some pot control, small ball, and Roger just makes the call. Can you find that ace or 8 on the river? 9. Jack-4 good for Ilias. Let's see if he wants to put in another bet. He does, 60K. Roger left with ace high. Will he be a non-believer here? And he does give it up. So nice pot going to the way of Ilias Malik. fluctuating between 50 and 60 live viewers at the moment here on Facebook. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and share. Let us know who you're rooting for. You've still got time to come on down and get in this $200 second chance tournament. That thing is underway with about 6 tables rolling. Kevin Ellis, blind on blind here. Ilias in the small blind. Did he limp in? He did complete, and Kevin bumps it up to 105 with ace-queen. Ilias makes the call. Let's see what this flop brings here. King, jack, ace, 3 diamonds, top pair, and a royal flush draw for Kevin. Ilias, pocket 6s. He's got 6% to win the hand. He's going to check it back, and why wouldn't he? No turn cards he doesn't like. 3 of clubs falls on the turn. And Ilias, I thought we were going to see a little aggression out of him. We've seen it so far. He checks once more. We'll see if Kevin wants to put a bet in here on the turn. And he does. Looks like 150. And that'll do the job for Kevin. Back up to 1.1 million. Folds 2, Roger Oldmouse in the hijack. He calls with 8-7 of clubs. Ilias going to call from the button with queen-9 of diamonds. Kevin, he's completing with the ace-10. And Jonathan Bailey checking his option with ace-deuce. So 4 wide here, 2 a flop. King, 3, deuce. Bottom pair for John Bailey, now the best hand. Roger Oldmouse, he's got 8 high, but he's got some backdoor flush draw possibilities. He can take the lead with an 8 or a 7. He bets 30,000. Bottom pair for John. He's going to see one more card. Turn is a 6. Roger going to continue the story. And I think this will probably get it done. 60K. John left with bottom pair. No redraw here. Will he get sticky one more time? The thing about calling a bet on the turn with a very vulnerable hand like bottom pair is you might have to call another big bet on the river. That is definitely going through the mind of John Bailey if he wants to commit 60K. And John makes the call. Not convinced yet. Will Roger continue the story? Can he find an 8 or a 7? He cannot. So John checks, and Roger with 8 high. He loads up the triple barrel. Gotta love the heart here. $75K. It looks very value-y. And John Bailey not going anywhere just yet. He didn't believe him on the flop. He didn't believe him on the turn. 9 of hearts changes nothing on that board. But the triple barrel gets through for Roger Old Mouse. 1.8 million. Nice play for him. Looks like a battle in Sacramento, Game 7. Warriors and Kings. Come on, Warriors. Do not let them light the beam. 54-51 Kings. 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Cutoff versus big blind here. Jack 9 for Ilias. Queen 8 for Nathan. Flop comes Ace 8 deuce. 2 spades. Nathan hits an 8. 4 of diamonds. No help to Ilias. He's got the best hand with second pair. See if he wants to bet at it. Just Jack high left for Ilias. And that bet will get the job done for him. No, Jason, I don't want to light the beam.
Light the beam, Keith.
All right, we'll see you back out there. Tom Tyler, ace queen, he's going to raise to 125,000. John Bailey on the button with ace king. Uh-oh. How's he want to proceed here?
Favorite hand, John, I got a call.
John Bailey all in for 850. Tom Tyler all in for 810. Wow. 1.7 million in the middle.
No queen. Here, Tom Tyler found an ace queen, but he's up against John. It's his favorite hand. John's ace king.
No queen.
King, Jack 9. So the ace queen needs a 10 for a straight.
Tom Tyler looking for a 10 now.
9 on the turn.
Nobody's got a spade. He needs a 10.
Jack on the river.
Wow. So John Bailey, ace king holds up.
For John Bailey.
And that will bust him, it looks like here. We're going to count it down.
They're gonna be close.
Huge pot to the way of Jonathan Bailey. He's all smiles.
Favorite hand let me down, Roger.
That's all right.
He busted last month with ace king. Not going to be the case this hand. Huge pickup for him. And Tom Tyler, unfortunately, looks like his run is going to come to a close.
Nice hand, John. Laid down longer. I'm on the button.
So we got
I'm
19th
thinking
pin.
he's got it there. We're going to raise. What place am I? 19?
So that will do it for Tom Tyler. Very close to breaking down to our final two tables now.
Or not. Right, or not.
We're holding up for a table to break. We have players from the table.
Oh, that's good for me. I just want more people at the table right now.
Yeah, I know.
More people.
I just need more. I gotta get a double. The more hands I get.
All right, here we go. After a short break, table 3 is broken. Getting these new players filtered in to this feature table. We're down to 18 remaining. 2 tables left. Montana State Poker Championship. Casey Carter joining this feature table group, as well as Rick Burleson.
I only have one card.
You only have one card? Well, you can have two still.
You don't need to. It's 30 and 30.
It still is 30 and 30.
It was a really good card.
Well, I mean, it's not really negotiable. Either you get it or you don't, no matter what it is. 6 folds.
He only had 8 deuce. He only had a fair deuce. It worked for him.
7 folds. 8 folds. 9 raised.
Oh,
1
yeah, talk now, buddy. Oh.
1 fold.
Here we go. First hand back. Kevin Ellis in the hijack. He's going to raise to 110,000 with the ace-7 of hearts.
2 folds. 3 folds.
Roger Oldmouse in the big blind looks down at 2 6s. He makes the call. Flop comes 9, 5, 4, 6s. Still out in front. Kevin's got 2 overs. Backdoor straight, backdoor flush draw.
4 bets. 100.
And Roger going to kerplunk a stack out there for 100K. Kevin a little perplexed here. And he's just going to give it up there to Roger Oldmouse, who scoops that back to 1.7 million. Kevin Ellis, he's sitting at 805,000.
I know, but you can do it not here. But that would really impact your play. Yep, you're still 30. Blind.
I have 8 deuce. I saw that. I'm like, I gotta bet this. Not too big. I don't think he's got any very big pair.
7 folds.
Rick Burleson bringing over a whopping 2.1 million chips to this feature table. He came up yesterday from Rapid City, South Dakota, bagged a nice day 2 stack of 500K and change, I believe, and he has had a very good day 2, cracking aces early on in the day.
2 folds.
Ilias under the gun +1. His cards are a mystery to us. He makes it 90,000. John Bailey, pocket 5s, calls from the hijack. And Casey Carter in the big blind. He's coming over on the short stack. Not going to play that one. So here we go, Ilias and John. We saw one of the 5s go into the muck pre-flop. Flop comes 996. Ilias has definitely been aggressive when he needed to be here, stealing pots on this feature table. Looks like he's going to slide out a stack of blues good for about 100,000. And that's going to get John Bailey to fold pocket 5s. Pot over to Ilias.
You kind of should wait till later watch when you're not playing against somebody because you can't. They'll give you the edge. I understand it. You ain't doing it, you trying hard for it, right?
Those cards just aren't registering or what?
Well, not during games. That's why they don't allow you to throw a tape. Usually
What did I just walk over here to a flop of 10-7-7? 9-8 for Darren. All in. He's open-ended up against Queen 9. So Queen high. Similar stacks, it looks like. 3 clubs on the turn. 8 on the river. He hits an offsuit 8. That will do it for Max.
So, on to hand number 30, Kevin Ellis. He's going to limp in for $30,000 with the 9-7 of diamonds. John Bailey right next door. He's got King Queen. He's going to call. 9-7 of clubs for Nathan Allen. He wants to limp in as well. Limping is contagious. Limping is pimping. Casey Carter. Excuse me, folds to Roger. He calls with 7-6. Casey Carter's got ace-5. He completes, and Rick checks. So 6 players to this flop. Wow, anything could happen. They've got cards all over the board. And Rick Burleson, 7-4 of spades, flops a flush. Casey has the nut flush draw. Oh, my goodness. Middle pair for Roger. Casey checks the flush draw, just calls. Not looking to go crazy yet. Turn is a 10. Casey needs to tread lightly here. He checks, and Rick immediately puts him all in. Very tough spot. He's got $225K left. 7 big blinds and change. He knows he is still drawing with 1 card to come for his tournament life if he were to commit these chips. He's scratching his head, probably wondering why he didn't get it in on the flop. And now, yeah, he's going to make the laydown, show the ace of spades. And Rick going to show his cards to no one. They're heading face down into the muck. And we'll see if Casey can find another spot to find that much-needed double up now. He needs it if he is looking to go back-to-back final tables here in Billings.
I figured you had either the ace or king of spades, or you had like a 10, and then like a penny price at the call.
Yeah.
Like on the flop is what I meant.
Oh, yeah.
Under the gun, Kevin Ellis, ace-5. Not interested. So Casey on the button and the short stack. He wants to limp the jack-6 of spades. Interesting. They're going to let him get away with it. Queen 9 and King Jack in there as well. Flop comes Queen 10-4. Top pair for Ilias. Open ender for Rick. Jack high for Casey. So Rick going to check call. He's got a shot at the nuts here. If an ace or a 9 rolls off. A king, though, top pair. He now is in the lead. Ilias left with second pair and a gut shot. A jack would do it for him, as well as one of the 2 remaining queens. So he bets 65. Rick quickly makes the call. River card coming. 8 of hearts. Rick checks once more. And Ilias checks. So Rick going to show him. King Jack good for the pot. $2.5 million now from Rapid City's Rick Burleson. He is going to be a force to be reckoned with on his way to this final table, that's for sure.
Thank you. I get it?
Folds around to Rick. He folds. So here we go, blind on blind. Ilias completes. Can't see his hand. Kevin's got queen 7. He's going to check from the big blind. Looks like we're trying to get Ilias's cards read here. No, Kevin did not check his option. He raised it up. And that's going to take down the pot. Rick Burleson in the cutoff, going to raise to 60,000. Kevin Ellis has king queen in the small blind. He's going to make a disciplined laydown there. King queen off, a very tricky hand to play out of position, especially against a raise from a huge stack.
You will get a break at the end of this level. The blue 5Ks will be removed. 20K, 40K with a 40K big blind ante next hand.
And blinds just went up in the main event, 20K, 40K. 40K big blind ante. Price is expensive here as these stacks just get a little more shallow. The short stacks a little more into the danger zone, looking for those double ups here as we march on towards that very elusive final table. $27,045 up for grabs. And thank you, Melissa. Excellent down, as always. Jessica Kendall, welcome back to the box as we raise those blinds up. 20, 40, 40 here in the main event.
Play Omaha. Pause in my head. That'd be bad. That'd be a tournament stopper right there. Well, there's nothing you can really do. I mean, yeah. Except for when I needed that key.
Tia? Did I hear all in?
Of
Oh,
course, everybody remember everything in there.
we have an all in box. Just 3 callers. Dat win is all in. Ace, queen, jack, 7. Two diamond board. 3 players in. Bet is 200K. Both players will fold, and he folds kings. Paul folds kings. A straight on the turn, and he's got the diamond redraw. Dat, what do you got? Queen 9. That will do it.
So sounds like we just lost Dat Win
Dat
on the
wins
outer
run.
table.
Thanks for showing up. Pay out. He's your 16th place finisher.
And Dat Win is 16th place. Down to 15 players here in the main event. 6 away from that final table.
Big blind Andy
Rick Burleson finds the ace-10 in the hijack. He makes it 80K to go.
of the. This is the last level before our last break. Before Reg closes. 800, 1600 big blind Andy next day.
So Rick gonna make it 80K. Nathan defending with the queen 7 of spades. Flop is king 9 7 1 spade bottom pair out in front for Nathan. Rick quickly checks back and he turns the best hand, but a whole bunch of outs pop up on the top of the screen. Nathan has a queen 7 or a spade he can hit to retake the lead. As Rick gonna fire 60,000. Nathan on the short stack here with 315. How does he want to proceed? I don't think he can fold, picking up all these outs. Does he want to commit 60K? Does he want to go for the check jam? He does move all in. Wow. Puts the pressure back on Rick, who's left with second pair. No redraw, all of a sudden shrinking way up in his mind. Definitely doesn't want to give a courtesy double up. If Nathan makes a hand like 2 pair or a straight here on the turn. Wow, what a play from him. Rick has not folded yet, though. He definitely can afford it, folks. 2.4 million. And there he is counting out that call amount. Wow, he slides in the call. He's going to be happy to see he's up against bottom pair and a flush draw. Can Nathan hit this river for his tournament life? 3 of diamonds. Wow, Rick Burleson, what a call. He's correct, and he is up to 3 million chips. Chip leader here in this tournament, and Nathan Allen. The play almost gets through for him. Cannot connect on that river. He is your 15th place finisher, down to 14. Casey Carter sitting next to that bracelet. He is going to need to find some double ups quick if he wants to stay in contention. Casey Carter found pocket sevens. He's all in for 195K. Just under 5 big blinds. Let's see if he runs into any resistance. Nothing so far. Kevin Ellis. No. Oh, no. Paul Spittler found King Queen, and he's all in. So Casey's tournament life on the line. He's in the lead with 2 sevens. Paul's got the King Queen. Flop comes 3, 4, 5. Good flop for Casey. Turn is a queen. He needs a 7 or a 6 now. 9 on the river. Not meant to be for Casey Carter. Paul Spittler wins a huge coin flip scenario. He would have been crippled had he lost that one. He's back up to 555K. Still has work to do for sure, but he is all smiles as we are down, I believe, to 13 players just like that. Wow. Things are moving very fast here on Championship Sunday.
They got done 14 and we got done. Or no. Yeah.
I thought I had to win.
We were about ready to send one that way and then we lost 2.
And things are moving fast in the third quarter. Warriors up 69-62. 7 minutes, 50 seconds left. Let's go. Steph Curry having another signature game. Keep it up. Roger Oldmouse and Ilias going to go heads up here. Jack 10 versus Queen 10. The flop is King 9-9. Gut shot, straight draw for both of them. So Roger going to bet 45,000. Ilias left with Queen High. He's got back doors. And Roger making the worst hand work for him. He's back up to 1.7 million. Everybody chasing Rick Burleson right now, sitting at 3 million after he just knocked out Casey Carter in 14th place, I believe.
I want to grind all the way to the winner. That way I don't put green.
Here we go, back to the next hand. Hand 37. John Bailey going to raise it up to 90K with ace-8, but Paul Spittler looking down at ace-queen. He moves all in. And Jonathan Bailey cannot make the call. Paul Spittler, he is upward trending back to 725,000. Kevin Ellis still alive. His hopes to become the first 2-time Montana State Poker champion still alive here. Frank Lucero came in as the reigning champion. Things did not go his way on day 2. He was eliminated short of the money. So here we go. Jonathan Bailey, he limps in for 40 with ace-5 of clubs in the hijack. Paul Spittler calls with king-jack in the cutoff, as does Roger Oldmouse, queen-jack of diamonds on the button. Rick Burleson completes and Ilias checks, so we're going to go 5 ways to a flop here. 8, 6, 4, 2 spades. Interesting. Open-ended straight draw for Rick Burleson. Top pair of 8s for Ilias, and he is going to bet it. Jonathan Bailey, he's got a gut shot straight draw. Paul and Roger just left with paint cards, no draws there. And John Bailey thinking about something here possibly. He's thinking about calling for 40K. Rick Burleson is open-ended for a chance at the nuts here. He is going to call. So on we go to a turn card. Jack of clubs. No help to anyone. Ilias still the best hand with queen 8. He bets 50,000. John Bailey folds. Rick makes the call. We'll see if he can smash this river card to spoil this hand for Ilias and possibly his tournament. Oh, wow. River card came. We don't see it yet. It's a 10. Rick makes a straight. Looks like he puts Ilias all in. Ilias left with just third pair now of 8s for his tournament life. Rick Burleson nails the straight on the river. Ilias thinking it over, thinking he could have missed spades. There's a chance his 8 could be good. There's a chance he could just be pushing him around with that huge chip stack, but he does make the correct laydown. And Rick Burleson, the rich get richer. $3.3 million from the kid out of Rapid City, South Dakota. On we go.
Is this a 9 or 10 final table?
Under the gun, Jonathan Bailey, pocket queens. Let's see how this hand plays out. Paul Spittler. He's got ace-9, not interested. Roger Oldmouse folds. Rick Burleson out of there. And Kevin Ellis in the big blind. He folds as well. So John Bailey, queens. Raise it, take it. On to the next one. Folds to Rick Burleson. He's got ace-6 of clubs in the cutoff. He's going to raise it to 80,000. John Bailey in the big blind has queen 10, and it's looking like he wants to defend. He does indeed, so we're going to go heads up here. Flop comes 10, 6, 4, top pair for John, middle pair for Rick. And Rick Burleson going to continuation bet for 75,000. John Bailey quickly makes the call. King of spades on the turn, concerning card for both of these guys. John checks. Does Rick want to turn his 6 into a bluff and represent this king here? He checks as well. 8 of diamonds falls on the river. John Bailey has the check mark. He's going to bet 100,000. And Rick makes the call, so nice pickup there for John Bailey. Queen 10. He's back to 1.7 million. Rick still chip leader, 3 million. Nice pot though for John. Roger Oldmouse under the gun, ace-8 of clubs. He's going to make it 100,000. He's going to fold around to Paul Spittler. He's got ace-4 of hearts in the big blind. He's going to call. Flop comes deuce, deuce, 10, 1 heart. Ace-8 high. Good so far for Roger Oldmouse. Plenty of opportunities on this run out. So the bet will do it for Roger. Paul not interested in getting any deeper into that hand with a couple backdoor draws. Roger Oldmouse stacking them up. $13 players remaining, 4 away from our final table. Looks like raise and take it for John Bailey. 13 remain. $27,045 up for grabs. Who will it be? Right now, everybody is chasing Rapid City, South Dakota's Rick Burles, and he is the chip leader with $3 million.
Second chance tournament dealers, if you've started the shuffle, finish the hand you're on. This will be a 15-minute break. And at the conclusion of this break will be your last chance to re-enter or late enter. And if you have a stack smaller than the 20,000 starting stack, you do have the option to forfeit your stack and buy a fresh, brand new 20,000 chip stack for the low, low, low price of $200.
So here we go on to the next one.
They got 7, we got 6.
Kevin Ellis under the gun, pocket fives. He's got 690K. Hasn't scooped a pot for a little while here. Let's see if this hand is the one. He's going to raise to 115,000. One of his fives heading there for the muck. There goes the other five. Roger Oldmouse has got it, but he wants to make the call. So this could be a great opportunity for Kevin to pick up some chips. But Ilias with the king 10 of diamonds on the short stack, he's going to commit a good chunk of his stack to call with the king 10 here. So we're going to go three ways. King, queen, 6. I spoke too soon. Ilias flops top pair, quickly moving all in. Quickly going to take this pot down. Much needed chips for him.
I'll say it was 20 less than Make it easier for it to get over here.
All right, hand 45. Let's see what we got here. Paul Spittler in the hijack pocket deuces, not interested. Folds to Rick on the button. He's got 9-5 offsuit. He's got a whole lot of chips. And he's going to make it 80,000 to go. So heads up here. Kevin makes the call from the big blind with king 8. The flop comes queen, queen 10. Nothing for either player. It goes check, check. King for Kevin on the turn. He's going to check. And Rick now. He's got a gut shot. Stuck with 9 high and 11%. Going to bet 55K. Kevin quickly makes the call. River card 5. Rick hits a pair of 5s. We can see it is no good. Check mark for Kevin. It goes check, check, and he is going to scoop that pot. Much needed chips back to 730K for him. A bunch of limps here. Jack 3 of spades, 10-9 offsuit, Queen Jack of clubs, and John Bailey with pocket deuces. He checks from the big blind. King Queen 7. Second pair for Kevin. Gut shot straight draw for Roger. Not much for Rick. John left with a pair of ducks. Roger with the 10-9 gonna bet 75,000. Kevin makes the call. John out of there with the deuces. A jack would be disastrous, but it's a 10. Kevin open-ended with his pair of queens. Roger's got a pair of 10s now and a gut shot. And he's gonna bet 100K. So Kevin, all of a sudden, this pot starting to grow. See if he wants to commit 100K on the turn. He does pick up some equity if he was behind. We can see he's in great shape. So what happened here? Oh my, Jack hits the river. Two pair for Kevin, but Roger makes a straight with the 9, and Kevin left sitting back in his chair wondering what just happened. He loses to an ace. He loses to a 9. He makes queens and jacks. And what is the bet here on the river? Love to see it. Warriors up 9 after the third quarter, it looks like. That's Kevin Ellis stuck with two pair.
Holy, holy, holy. Cooler City here. Dave Ouellette's got Jack 10. He flopped top 2 pair, but pocket deuces for Jose at bottom set. Dave needs a jack or a 10. Turn is a 7. He can only catch a jack or a 10. 4 outs on the river to steal it. Wow, no way, Jose. Set of deuces, hold up. To bust Dave Ouellette in 13th place.
Wow, nasty hand you just heard on an outer table. Dave Ouellette versus Jose. The flop was Jack 10 deuce. Dave flopped jacks and 10s, but Jose bottom set of deuces. They got it all in, and the deuces held for Jose. Unfortunately for fan favorite Dave Ouellette, he is your 13th place finisher. Down to 12, 3 away from this final table, folks. So this hand's still going on. Kevin putting a lot of thought into it here. He's wondering what on earth was Roger betting this whole hand with. Did he really back his way into a straight? $125K is the bet on the river. Kevin has 515 remaining at the moment. And he is shaking his head. I think he's going to find the fold here. Pretty gross run out. We shall see. He's played some poker with Roger in the past. I think he knows Roger's capable of showing up with some bluffs here, but he is going to make the call. He needs to see Roger shows him 10-9. He makes a king-high straight. He is up to $2.2 million. Kevin Ellis knocked down to just under $400K, I believe. Warriors are up 10 going into the fourth.
Light the beam, baby. Light
No.
the beam. Light the beam.
I hope not.
Hopefully see you guys soon.
I hope so, brother. Safe travels. See ya. Ilias in the cutoff, limping the ace-king, very sneaky deaky. Let's see what happens this hand. Kevin calls on the button with ace-6. Paul Spittler, big blind, 10-9 offsuit. He's going to check his options, so here we go. Ilias with the disguised ace-king. Could spell disaster if an ace hits this flop. Ace-jack 4. Oh, boy. Kevin Ellis. Tread lightly, my friend. Ilias Malik going to bet. $85,000, and Kevin moves all in for his last $350. And he's going to get snap called once it comes back around to Ilias. And this could spell the end for our last remaining Montana State poker champion in the field. Ilias going to count down some inventory here. Hasn't called yet. He's making him squirm.
Second chance. I'm coming over to table 1 here. There's a whole crowd around the table. Let me piece my way.
Sounds like a humongous pot going on at the outer table at the moment.
Bill, he's got ace king. He's all in up against ace 10 of clubs. Bill is a favorite to double, looking to hold.
And Ilias has not called yet.
Call, that's right.
Is he thinking of folding? No, he is not.
Top pair, top kicker.
Ace king for Ilias.
There's a jack.
Ace 6 for Kevin.
Otherwise, he can only lose with a 10.
He needs a 6 quickly,
Call.
or some sort of runners to chop. He needs a 6.
2 fist bumps.
3 on the turn. 3 on the river. Aces and threes. King kicker to bust Kevin Ellis.
4 fist bumps.
Jared, payoff. Okay. So, guys, we are actually
We just lost Kevin Ellis, I believe, in 12th place.
stay right here.
I didn't hear if we lost a player on that outer table.
Going once. Going twice. Looks like nobody else is getting into the second chance tournament. Shuffle up. Wait. We're gonna get Kevin Ellis in. He just busted in 12th place. We're gonna get him seated.
Wow, so Kevin, 12th place. He gets his payout ticket, and they're going to let him get in at the buzzer for the second chance tournament. He just won the second chance tournament 4 weeks ago today. And now Unfortunately, he bows out of the main event, and now he's got a chance to be back-to-back second chance champion. So good luck out there, Kevin. Down to 11 in the main event.
We're going to get Kevin seated before you guys play. Kevin can't miss a hand here. So we're going to get Kevin seated here, guys, before you deal. Dealers, just spot check your C cards. I think we're good, but spot check your C cards at your table. Should be good. I spot check. Should be good. Like I said, we're going to get Kevin seated here. He's just getting paid out. All right, last call here.
11 players remaining, 2 away from the final table, folks. Can you feel it? The tension is high in the ballroom here at the Billings Hotel and Convention Center. $27,045 up for grabs. We will not have a 2-time Montana State Poker champion. It's going to be a fresh face. Kevin Ellis was our last hope for a 2-time champion. He was your 12th place finisher. Somebody else going to win the first ever bracelet here. This is a championship bracelet event now. It's been a trophy event in the past. Who will it be? Rick Burleson, chip leader. 11 players remain. So here we go. Ilyas Malik. He was on the short stack not too long ago. Picked up a few nice pots and just busted Kevin Ellis. He's back to $1.2 million, and he's going to limp in under the gun with a mystery hand. Roger Old Mouse. He's going to make it 100K from the small blind with pocket fives. Ilyas, who limped under the gun with Queen Jack. Rick Burleson first. He calls from the big blind, Jack 10 of diamonds. Is Ilyas going to commit the extra 60K as well? He does. So we're going to go 3 ways here. Fives for Roger. Jack 10 of diamonds for Rick. Queen Jack offsuit for Ilyas. Flop comes 10-7-4, 2 clubs. Top pair for Rick Burleson. Roger bets 100K. Rick quickly calls. Ilyas left with 2 overs. He gets out of the way. Ace of hearts could slow both of these guys down. Roger checks it. Rick quickly checks as well. 4 of spades and Roger bets. Looks like a quick call from Rick on the river. And he is going to scoop that pot off of Roger. Up to $3.2 million once again. And sounds like break time in the main event, possibly. Wow. Big hand at the buzzer. King Jack all in for Paul Spittler. Rick Burleson calls with pocket jacks. Queen 8-8. Turn is a 7. River is a... Looked like an ace of spades. It was an ace of spades, and that will bust Paul. Rick Burleson scoops that, and I believe we're down to 10 as we head on a break here in the main event. We are going to be 5-5. They are going to color up, I believe, the blue 5K chips.